my YouTube family. Yes, I am back. I took a break for a while. We had a lot of things going on, and it was just an emotional roller coaster for a couple of weeks. And I couldn't have my mind set on filming at that time. So I'm going to fill you in of why I was gone, and hopefully I can get through it without crying. First things first, let's start from the beginning. About 3 weeks ago to a month ago.
Yeah, about that.
About 3 weeks ago. I would say about a month ago. We've noticed my daughter-in-law's cat, Percy, was having problems with his mouth. And we didn't know what it was, so she took him to the vet, and they found out that he has, it was called stomatitis, which has to do with his teeth and the gums in his mouth. They said that they could do surgery. They said there was one of two things that we can do. They said they can do surgery and remove all his teeth, or they would have to put him to sleep so he wouldn't be in any pain. And number two was not an option for any of us, right?
Yep.
We said no. I said we're not gonna do that. So we had her do the surgery and stuff, and the surgery was about $1,800.
Yes.
I think it was. So yeah, he's doing fine now. They call them canine teeth, which is the long pointy ones. Those are the only teeth he has in his mouth, but he's doing so much better. He's healing. He's still on the healing process. It's been about maybe 9 days since the surgery so far. So he's still on the healing process, but he's doing way better than he was before. So that was the first thing that happened. And then about 2 weeks ago, a Sunday afternoon, I get a phone call from my youngest son, Justin, who lives in New Jersey, to tell me he was in the hospital. And I'm like, and we couldn't get up there because my husband had doctor's appointment scheduled. I had blood work scheduled, doctor's appointment scheduled. So we couldn't even get up there. There was no way that we can get up there. So they kept us posted. He kept, texting me from the emergency room and everything. And he was diagnosed with diverticulitis. Right now he was on a liquid diet for about a week, and he had to, stay on that. There's a lot of stuff he can't have. So it is it's a learning process for him to change the way he's eating, his eating habits and stuff like that. So he's doing fine. He's back to work. They finally went back to work on Tuesday, and he was out of work for like 10 days, I think it was, because they didn't want him doing any strenuous stuff. So he's doing really good now. He goes back to the doctors, I believe, on the 11th. So that's, he'll call me late, after that and let me know how he's doing and stuff. And hopefully maybe we could try to get up there in September or whatever, and, to try to ease up on them a little bit, go up there for like maybe a week or two if we could. But right now we've got a couple of things we have to take care of ourselves. And then the next thing was there was a stray kitten, and there was this cat that was attacking it. This cat we've never seen before. We've never seen this cat before, and it was just attacking it. And we tried calling 911, we tried calling the sheriff's department, and all we got from them was, I'm telling you, this cat was bleeding everywhere. And all they kept on telling me, it was like, well, it's not like a human, it's an animal, one that can't defend itself.
It was only 10 weeks old.
Yeah, it was like 10 weeks old from what the vet had told us. So my husband and my oldest son took it to because they weren't sending anybody out. They says, well, it's not a human. And I said, I can't believe, I said, they could be so heartless. So we took them to my oldest son, Matthew, and my husband took them to, it was an emergency hospital that's open like 24 hours. And they took him there, and they checked him all out, and they said that his wounds, he had 3 puncture wounds in his face. And they said it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. But when they did blood work on them, on the kitten, it came back that he had
The cat's version
a
of
feline leukemia. And the vet had told us, they said he's got maybe about a year left. And they said it's better because he's not, he was in pain, and they said it's better to put him down than anything. And I mean, I know it's not our kitten, but it's still heart-wrenching, Sorry. But they gave us this. That was some of his fur, and inside was, believe me, it's going to get worse. They gave us this. What is little paw prints. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It was, like I said, it's been a very emotional roller coaster for several weeks. But this is what they gave us on the kitten. It didn't even have a name. It was some of his fur, and it says no name. So that was the third thing that happened. And this all happened pretty much in a 2 to 3 week time span. Then my husband goes to the doctors, and he was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. So it's a lot of things that we have to change in his diet, and it's a lot of research to see what he can have, what he can't have. He's got to stay away from a lot of high sodium. He's only allowed to have 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. And we have to check everything, nutritional labels, and we have to check everything to make sure that he can have it, because it's got to be 5% or less in the foods on the nutritional facts on there. It's got to say 5% or less sodium in that particular item. So it's been a learning process for us to, read everything and make sure he can have it. If he can't have it, it's a lot to take in, a lot that we had to focus on, a lot that we had to change as far as his diet went and the certain foods that he eats. So as you can tell, it was a very emotional 3 weeks with everything that was going on. But I'm back now. I needed the much needed break, even though it was probably about a week or close to 2 weeks, I think now it's been since I took a break. So I'm just going to focus now on our savings challenges. I did take some savings challenges out, and we'll try to incorporate them back in for another time, maybe later down the road in a few months or whatever. But yeah, that is the reason why I was not filming, and I posted up on the community board that it's been a very emotional state for my husband and I, and for everybody else. But everything seems to be going in the right direction now. Just have to watch what my husband eats, and got to make sure that it doesn't have any high sodium content in any of his food that he's eaten. Right now they're saying it's the early stages of chronic kidney disease. We looked it up. It can be reversed if it's like stage 1 or stage 2. Once it passes stage 2, it can't be reversed, and then he's looking at kidney transplants, and he's looking at probably dialysis after that. So we're trying to correct that now, so we could try to reverse it a little bit to keep him in, to try to get him in remission, I guess, and so he doesn't have to go through those stages of, being put on the list for a kidney transplant or for dialysis. But that's where I have been the past 2 weeks. As you can tell, I try to get through the video without crying, but of course that didn't help. I did it anyways, but I do apologize for that. But anyways, that's what I wanted to come on and tell you guys where I've been. It's a little bit of a life update of what happened the past couple of weeks. It was just one thing after another that, just happened, and it was just, it was just too much for all of us to take in all at one time. So it was, like I said, a very emotional few weeks for us, what was going to happen with Percy and my youngest son, and then with the kitten, and then with, my husband's diagnosis from the doctor, and it was, it was just a lot to take in a short period of time. But now I'm going to get back into doing my videos, and hopefully I can put better content out for you. I do apologize for not answering any email comments, because I just was not on YouTube at all. I couldn't go on YouTube. My mind just was not in it at that time. But now I'm going to be more focused and try to finish what we can finish. I will be changing some things up, but some things I'm going to keep the same. Some things it's going to have to wait until a few months down the road. But I wanted to let you know, come on here and let you know that I will be back. I'll be putting videos up starting on Monday. So this way I can get back into the swing of things, and hopefully, it won't happen again, but, as far as taking a longer break, yes, I'm still going to take my Sundays off. I don't know about Saturdays. I might move hubby's hubby edition scratch card Saturday. I might move that to Wednesday. I am not positive on that yet. And just take the weekends off, and then just film like Monday through Friday during the week. I'm still up in the air with that. Want to let me know what you think of just taking the whole weekend off and just posting Monday through Friday. Let me know in the comments, and I will try to do that. But I just wanted to let you know that's the reason why I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and I hope, everybody's been well. I will try to catch up on all messages that people left me, and I will try to work on answering as many as I can. I know I am behind in watching everybody's videos. I will try to catch up on everybody's latest videos that they posted. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of the YouTube family. If you go out, please stay safe, and always remember to believe in yourself. I love you all. Take care, everyone. Bye.